beautiful people. It is I, yo. I hope you guys are having a great day. Listen, okay, so y'all see the title of the video. I'm gonna jump right on into it. We're just gonna jump right on in. Okay, y'all like my readers? These are my new readers that I went to the eye doctor to get. Even though it's still the same kind of medication or whatever the what you call it? It's not really medication. You know how you get them from the drugstore. These are the drugstore ones. But anyway, so I'm gonna try these new ones out. All right, get with the look. Just get with it, okay? Okay, the girl is upgrading a little bit with the eyes, okay? All right, so I wrote myself some notes. So I won't forget to tell y'all what I want to tell y'all. Okay, so first of all, y'all know it takes 9 months for a baby to be born, right? It takes 9 months for a baby to be born. And so, if it takes 9 months for a baby to be born, or 41 weeks to be exact, why do we all think that when somebody dies, it happens right away? Why do we think that? You know, it's not so. Death doesn't happen right away. Y'all know most recently I lost my brother my oldest brother 3 weeks ago. Y'all know all of that. But many a moons ago, when different family members in my family start passing away, I started getting a little bit curious about how life leaves the body. Anyway, and I've already worked in the nursing field. I did a whole lot of stuff in my life. Okay, I told you I'm a jack of all trades. I've had many jobs, been working since I was 14 years old, and had my own businesses and all that stuff. Okay, so with that being said, let's get to the point. So if it take when a baby is being born and it takes so many weeks for their lungs to develop and their heart and all this stuff to work, why do we think that when someone dies it's right away? Okay, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not right away. Just because a person loses their breath, it doesn't. It just means that they're pronounced dead. The doctor would say that they're pronounced dead, but it's different stages to life escaping or leaving our bodies. Okay, and you're probably saying, "Well, yo, why are you talking about this?" What I'm talking about is because many of us are ignorant to birth and how life is formed, and we're ignorant to how life leaves our body. And when we're ignorant to that stuff, and when I say ignorant, that means simply not knowing the specifics and stuff of it, that makes us afraid to do a whole lot of things, afraid to live and afraid to die. That's why it's so important for us to know who we are. We need to know ourselves. That's why it's so important. And it's also important for you to go back and look at the video that I made about your life is dirt. And that right there, when I finish this, that's going to give you kind of like a balance to what I'm saying. Let's get back to it. All right. So when death happens, it's a couple of things that happen. It's about 5 things that we're gonna talk about. Okay. And like I said, I wrote my notes so I won't forget. Okay. So the breath leaves first. Then once the breath leaves, so do the pulse. That'll go. The breath, the pulse, that goes. The heart, that fails. The internal organs, they fail, okay? So that leaves. That's one. The second thing that happens is the heat, the body temperature. It loses your body temperature loses, and that's why I get cold. It loses the regulation system, wherein how you have people take your temperature when you go to the doctor to see what your temperature is, your body temperature. Well, that escapes your body. You leave that and your body start getting cold. And when people's body get cold, of course, their body stiffens up. When it's cold, it gets stiff when you die, or when you started deteriorating. Okay, and then after that happens, and if you ever worked in a hospital, because I used to be a nursing assistant, certified nursing assistant, and it's hard to carry someone that's have the dead weight. That's where that dead weight come from. Say I'm 200 pounds, I weigh 200 pounds. But when I'm walking around, I'm not carrying 200 pounds because I have that weight to me. I got that solidness to me, that sturdiness to me. But it's not carrying the 200 pounds. See? But when that part of your body, that stuff go out of your body, it's hard for somebody to lift you because that has gone. That grounding process is gone, to keep you light, so that's gone. Okay, and now, then, after that happens, your body, the part that keeps your body, let's say, fertilized, it started rotting. That escapes. So then slowly the body starts to rot, deteriorate from the inside out. It starts to rot. The skin will peel and all. It starts to rot. Okay, and then after the body rots, the next thing that happens is, my dog's sitting right here. The next thing that happens after your body rots, then the spirit in you that's enclosed in all of this outside, the God in you, the spirit in you, escapes the body. It leaves the body. It leaves the body. Okay? Now, it's very important that you know. Now, if you have to, because I'm telling you, biology is a good thing for you to try to study. You can get books on it, on biology, so you know about your body. You don't have to want to be a doctor or a nurse or anybody in the medical field to know about your body and what happens with your body. You know, you should be able to want to know these things. So I would suggest that you would go and research some of the things that happen to you, happen to your body when you pass and while you're living. You see? Okay? And it is nothing to be afraid of. It's really nothing to be afraid of. It's to know who you are. So basically, in death, you have those things leaving your body. And I'm going to put them in order for you. You have the breath that goes first. Then you have the heat, the body, keep your body temperature. Then you have the what you want to call buoyancy, that make you light. You know, that thing that keeps you light and keep you grounded as you walk and you're not carrying that weight. That leaves, that escapes, right? That comes out of your body. And then your body, I told you this stuff that keeps your body from rotting, you know, inside, that material. That right there, that goes. And the last thing is, after that goes, that fourth thing, that body start rotting, then that spirit within you, that God within you, that thing that was in you that made your arms move, that made your mouth move, that make you have a thought process, that was controlling all of this outside, that thing that's in you that controls all this outside, that escapes what causes you to be completely and totally dead. Okay? And do y'all know too, you may not know this, but I've had experiences and working with people that have been pronounced dead, and I would have to wash their body and wrap their bodies up in nursing homes and toe tag them and everything. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you what happened. They would move, you know, they have twitches in their body, they would pass gas, they would do all kinds of things in some of these processes. And that part right there is before the body go completely all the way down to where your spirit escapes, or the thing that's controlling it escapes your body. Yeah, it has all kind of reactions to it. Yeah, once it's passed away. But it goes through stages. And just like I said before, when a baby is born, first to get the seed planted in the mama's womb, and once that seed is planted, it has to get the arms on it, the eyes on it. It takes so many weeks to get this, that, and the third on it. You need to know about that. You need to know about that. Many of us know how to have sex and have babies, but you need to know the stages of what it takes to have a healthy child and a healthy human being. You need to know what you need to do to keep that, you know, that baby healthy while you're carrying it. And when somebody passed, you need not to, I mean, I'm sure you're going to cry, because I must confess, when my brother passed away 3 weeks ago, y'all know, I mean, he was 63 years old. I'm 60. I've been knowing him all my life. We pissed in the same bed together. I love him with every fiber of my being. Of course I'm going to miss him. But once I cried right there, from missing him, I know that I can call on him, just like I told y'all before in another video. If you believe that you can close your eyes and call on this great spirit, some of y'all call God, this great, whatever you want to call it, and that person or that thing answers you and blesses you and hears you, why don't you think that the person that you love the most, or know you, your brother or your mom or whoever's passed away, why don't you think that if you call them that they won't hear you? They're made from the same thing, you know? The same thing made it or created it. Let's say that. You see? That's what we say. And plus, again, go back and look at my video about you being a ball of dirt and how we collected this body. How our body is enclosed with all kinds of food and everything that we eat, and animal. We have collected this body, this outer shell, from day one. As we were planning our mom, we collected this body, so it has to return to this earth. We have to pay our dues to this earth. We come from the earth. We need to go back to the ground. It's going to come a time where we're going to have to escape our bodies, leave our outer body. It's going to come a time that's going to have to be so. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. Do not fear, because those people that you love the most, that you think is gone, they are your angels. It's nothing with no wings flying around. It's nothing. They're not wings. They are people that you know that's guiding you and showing you the way through this life, because they've been there, done that. They can guide you. Listen and pay attention. Call on your ancestors. You did? Now, I know this was heavy. And this right here, some of you gonna get it, and some of you may not. But by and by, somewhere, you hear what I say. You know what I'm saying. You feel it in your spirit to be true. We all know that it's more to this life than right here and the here and now. We all know it. We all know it. We innately feel that within us. And that same thing that we feel that's within us is what's guiding us. The spirit never dies. You never die. You never die. This body, oh yeah, but you never die. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with that thought, with that your thought. Do your research. Go ahead and start learning about biology. Biology, all the things about the makeup of your body, whatever you're curious about, the life, the death. But be curious enough to want to research and search, you know, to know yourself, to know your body, to know who you are, to know what you are, right? The more you know, the less fear you have. You understand? I pray that peace be unto all of you all. And I'm going to see y'all the next time, okay?